Hi all. So today I'll be discussing about an important concept where we will see how implementing a feature on the back end is much better than implementing the same feature on the front end. And for that purpose, we will be using this headless CMS called Payload, and this is my dashboard for which I use to publish my blog pages. And this is the UI for that same page. So the feature I will be discussing is this AI summary, which just takes the content of the blog page and create a summary using Google Gemini AI API. So this is how the UI looks like. It just created a summary for this page. So I will explain you how we have implemented this first on the front end. So basically, whenever a user hit this page, it will just take the content, this content from the dashboard, which we pass to generate this page, and hit the Gemini AI API, and then get the response as the summary and just show it here. So the feature looks fine and also it works as expected. No issues if we see from here on the UI level, but on the backend side of things, I will show you what exactly is the issue which we will face in terms of number of users hitting this page. So this is the graph of that feature. So here we are just calling it as feature API as a general thing. So this will reference that Google Gemini AI. So let's say 20,000 users hit that page, which will means each user will hit that Gemini AI API, which will lead to 20,000 API calls to that same API. So it will increase the server load as well as the billing for that Gemini API since it has like paid tier. So it also has a free tier, but after a certain number of requests, it will add you to the billing cycle. So each request will cost you some dollars. So this is the issue if the number of users increases. So this is just for a single page. We are assuming, let's say we have multiple pages and thousands of users hitting those multiple pages. So the number of API calls could go to millions as well, which is not a better thing since it could be like a huge billing for your blog. So now we will discuss how implementing the same feature on the backend or at the dashboard level will resolve this issue. So this is the graph for that. But before that, I'll show you how we have implemented for our dashboard. So just a simple field here. So this is the AI summary, and when I click this button, it will just take this content and generate a AI summary. So this is the AI summary it generated, and this is a read-only field. So how it will work is like whenever we publish the page and user let me just publish it submitting. Sometimes it just takes a bit of seconds, but let me refresh the page. Yeah, I think it got published. Yeah. So whenever user hit this page, they will get that data from the dashboard. So they don't have to hit the API separately. So they will get this data every time they will open this page. And we also have the control to update this summary in case the content changes. So that's the flow from the dashboard side. And this is the graph now. So we have the same feature API call API, and this is called at the backend or dashboard level once. And let's say 20,000 users hitting the page, so they will get this data directly, no API call, which means hitting that page won't make the API call on the front end. So one API call at the dashboard backend level, no server load or increased billing. So if you see how we have reduced this 20,000 API calls to a single API call for the same feature. So that's why like we have to think about before implementing a feature like where it should go, like on the front end or on the back end. So features like this I mostly try to implement it on the back end. Other examples could be let's say if you have to compress an image, so that you can do as well on the back end side, so that like not every user have to call that compression method on themselves, so they can just call it at the backend level. So yeah, that's the thing about the backend. So yeah, that's all from this video. So thank you.